I would say that you missed out on an important piece of childhood if you never learned how to ride a bike. I mean, even the Child Development Institute believes that riding a bike significantly increases development in balance and coordination in kids. Not only that, but it increases the learning ability and teaches kids to put time and effort into learning a new skill. But if you have ridden a bike, you've also, I know I have, experienced a crash. Thank goodness my mom put a helmet on me. Apply the danger of a bicycle crash to a motorized vehicle that's going the same speed as cars. That's a dangerous place to be. And being on a motorcycle is dangerous, but I believe that helmets can help. After researching the importance of helmets, I have learned, and I do believe that creating these helmet laws that enforce bicyclists and motorcyclists to wear helmets would significantly increase lives saved and damage caused to people. So first, as I get into this, I'm going to speak about how they provide protection to severe head injury, how they can save a lot of money, how helmets can save a lot of money for our wallets, and how they significantly save lives. First, let's look at how these helmets protect our head. More often than not, we put on our helmets and we don't really know the reason why. According to helmet.org, helmets are designed to keep expected impacts within the range of human brain tolerance. What does that mean to me and you? It means that just by putting on a helmet, we've significantly lowered the risk of having severe or mild brain injury. The NINDS says that brain injury mildly can cause concussions that will take weeks or months to heal, and these concussions can even leave permanent damage in our body. Now, that's a mild brain injury. Now, a severe injury can cause paralyzation and death. And these helmets have been put to the test over and over and over again. The GAO found that helmeted riders have up to an 85% reduced incident of severe and serious and critical injuries than unhelmeted riders. Even if that data is off, it's so significant that putting on a helmet would literally reduce reduce and put you in a better position in a crash. And if the government can help by putting these laws and enforcing them, why shouldn't they? Yes, helmets prevent injury to the head, but they also prevent the cost to our wallets, especially to those who find themselves in a crash. I looked up the average medical bill of those who are in motorcycle crashes, and it's a little bit disheartening, and it's scary. According to the NHTSA, it was found that medical bills for those injured in a motorcycle crash can cost up to $5,000 on average, and that's for injuries without severe brain damage. Crashes on motorcycles are already more costly than those in a car, and putting on a helmet significantly reduces that. It significantly reduces the blow to your wallet and quite literally will save you money. That same article, it was found that the medical expenses of a rider who was wearing a helmet is 1/3 less than those who was not wearing one. By creating and enforcing these laws, we can significantly help those who are finding themselves in crashes and finding themselves in the hospital due to brain injury and other injury to the body. And it's unfair that a rider who would be charged much more just because they didn't take the precautions of wearing a helmet. Creating these laws would save people money, especially those, which I think is important, to those who are hurt or find themselves injured. And yes, there's all this data about how much money you're going to be saved, how much you're protecting yourself when you put on a helmet. But the real importance is that these laws would save lives. There's plenty of stories of motorcycle crash survivors who would accredit their entire lives and their safety to the helmet. There's a story that I found in an article about Jim Lumley. He's a motorcycle crash survivor and tells his story that in a low-speed crash that resulted in high stakes. He says that when he got up from his crash, his entire helmet was destroyed, and he left with only a knee injury. And this story might not seem very crazy because it's not a high-speed crash, but think about this. Had his head been there instead of the helmet, that's what would have experienced the damage. That's what would have been broken, and that's a scary thing to think about. But I'm not here to scare you. I'm just here to give you the importance of why these helmets are saving lives. I mean, the numbers do themselves justice. In studies by the CDC, the research shows that helmets saved an estimated 2,000 lives in 2016. And had all these motorcycle crash people had been wearing helmets, another 1,000 would be alive today. That's all I'm saying, really, is that these laws would save lives. These laws would put us in a much better position, especially if we're finding ourselves in a crash. That's the argument. I mean, you can miss out on everything I said, to be honest, but this is what I want to leave you with. The reason why I believe helmets laws are important is because it's for the safety of kids and adults alike. It will save lives, and people who find themselves in crashes will have a lot less traumatic brain injury. Creating these laws would significantly reduce the loss of life and seriously prevent injury to those who will experience crashes in the future. Thank you.